Hello for the feast of the Epiphany of our Lord, the Three Kings. Just using the Gospel, Matthew 2, 1 to 12. And it deals with these three kings coming to Jesus Christ and Mary and Joseph. And with this story in Matthew's Gospel, I'd like you to remember two words, two small words. One is all, A-L-L. And the second word is one, O-N-E, all in one. As I say, this is just a story, and that Jesus is presented here for all people, all times, all nations, east and west, north, south, and for everyone, for all, not just for Christians and Catholics, but for Muslims and Jews and Buddhists, and all people, all times. The story and the historicity of the story is not too important. There were some people thought there were two wise men, others thought there were three, others 5 and 7 in the story. Whether it's a historical story or not, it can be a cartoon. But what does the story say? Well, the story says that Jesus came for all people and all times. That's the message of this little baby, of this 12-year-old in the temple, of this 30-year-old who dies on the cross, and a 30-year-old who rises from the dead. He did this for all. And probably secondly, and even more important, is the message that we are all connected. We are all one, created in the image and likeness of God. And if I can ever see this connection and this oneness, it's a whole new insight into life, but is only seen because of the message of Jesus. Can I see in myself God? Can I see in you God? And can you see in yourself the divine or the God? And if you can, you will see this awareness, this new insight that we are all connected in the image and likeness of God. I received a message in one of Richard Rohr's meditations concerning this all in one. And he so cleverly points out, do you really see the all in the one? It's a new insight, and it's an insight for everyone. The greater the person, I find, is the person who is able to see oneness, that you are no different than I. The greater the person, the more the person includes everyone else as equal to you and I. Just take, for example, like two people. I think Martin Luther King saw that we all have been touched by God. And we all are one. And we all are children of God. And so I'm called to love the white and the black, the rich and the poor, but especially with him, the white and the black. We are so connected, and we are all children of God. And maybe even more so that, and more recently, just look at Mother Teresa. I mean, she was Nobel Peace Prize winner, and she loved all her sisters, those sweet, clean sisters of hers in her community. But she was able to reach down into the poorest of the poor the dirtiest of the dirty, and the sickest of the sick, and hold that child up and say, this is a child of God. This child is important. This child belongs to the oneness of God, who is just like you and I are. I think that's unbelievable. These three kings who come to worship Jesus, they come not just to worship him, but to accept the message of the all and the one. If we only get this message, it's a new world. I hope and pray that this new year, that you get a little bit closer to stretching yourself into the direction of everyone, and that you stretch your insight or your sight into all people are connected, and we are all in the image and likeness of God. And that's how I'm going to try to treat them. And I hope that's the way they're going to try to treat me. If we do, it's a new world. It's a new message. So who cares if there were 2, 3, or 5, or 7 kings? But we do care about the message of this child, because he came for all, and he came for us to see how connected we really are. Have a happy new year. Good day.